Hi there, welcome back to my channel. So I was finally able to redo my kitchen and dining room with some of my favorite collected and newer items. So come on in.
Do you think about
I thought I'd give you a quick tour of my kitchen before life happens and it's not as clean anymore. So come on in.
something in the air, always something in the air.
I've lived here going on 3 years now, and it's a new build, so I'm trying to add a little bit of charm wherever I can, just to make it my own. The platter on my table is a blue feathered edge ironstone platter. It was one of two that I found while antiquing at the Antique Festival in Round Top, Texas. I broke the smaller one. I really miss it, but I love this piece. This is the table that I had found on Facebook Marketplace for $40. It was white, had white legs and a light colored top, so I stained it and painted it gray. I do believe that I'm going to repaint those legs, but I'm going to make that a later project. And I found this table runner at Sur La Table. It was on clearance, so
Looks like you're changing.
I loved the colors. I thought it would be perfect for after Christmas. You know, one of the things I don't look forward to is all the colors gone after Christmas, so I normally will put brighter things in here. Not that most of my things aren't bright already. There are those shades that I added to the chandelier. I like it. It gives it a homier feeling and less modern. I'm thinking that I may paint that chandelier before I replace it. We'll see. I'm not there yet. And I took off some of the plates. They were a little cluttered, so I've got little arrangements of 4 on either side of my china cabinet. On the top, I just put a basket with some little quilts that I've used as tablecloths and some rolling pins. I have 2 of my plates up on top. I think I found those at Hobby Lobby ages ago, the covers for the plates. But the plates themselves, I think I might have picked up at Home Goods several years ago as well. And I have a planter. That's the hen planter I found at an antique store, and just put it on a little miniature stool just to elevate it some. And some greenery that I found at Michael's during the fall last year. And then added some picks to a galvanized tub and put that up there. Before we go into the china cabinet, I'll show you the artwork I have at my back door. The tin tile board up there I found at Me and My Porch. It's a shop in Tomball, Texas. And many years ago, and I love it. It goes from room to room just to add a bunch of color. You can see those ivory green, yellow, blue, red, black, cream. It adds a lot of color. That is a sign that I made out of an old door. I found it Habitat for Humanity. It's an old cabinet door, and I just added some transfer and stamps to it. Those roosters I found at an antique mall, the Antique Gallery in Spring on 2920, and the booth, they had everything marked down 70% off. So I ended up getting those two for $6. They're retro roosters, and I just think they're adorable. I saw them hanging and said, oh my gosh, I have to have them. I have little roosters all over my house. I don't know if you've noticed it yet, but my favorite color is blue, and I like roosters. So I don't go crazy with the roosters, but if you look, you'll find them. In my china cabinet. Actually, this is the first time it's not been a holiday where I really like how it's turned out. I just decided that I needed more storage and was going to put, sorry, my dog is eating. And so I don't know if you can hear him, but I needed more, oh, you see that light, sorry. I decided I needed more storage and just decided to put my white items in there and then accented the blue things in, and it turned out really nice. I don't have any lights in there, but that's okay. You see just enough, just a peek. I mentioned in an earlier video I was thinking about painting this, and I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do that, because I may just do that board and batten on the back of this wall, and if I do that, then I'm just not sure about the color yet, so that's what I'm holding off on. But let's look inside. Here I have a winter wreath that I have up here. I have one of those 3M hooks holding it up. A lot of these are just things I've collected. So I think that's ironstone, or I don't think it's flow blue. Flow blue is a lot more delicate, but that is a piece of transferware, and I found it at an antique store. And I love it. I actually use it all the time. When we have gatherings or we need to serve, I will use that dish. I'm very gentle with it because I just don't want it to break, but I do love it. And I stuck other items in here that I've collected. I think this is a Temptations item that I bought. I think it's one of the first things I bought from Temptations. This I bought on eBay, the little rooster. I think it's Hagar. And it was about $12. I was so happy with that. I loved it. I'm hooked on watching those picker type YouTube channels where they go antiquing. But the little cow pictures. I have little pitchers and creamers, I think, on this top shelf, and butter dishes. I don't know how I collected so many of them. It wasn't something I did on purpose. I liked them and I picked them up. I used some of these pieces my grandmother left me. She loved going to Salvation Army and Goodwill, and she had a collection of transferware. And when I shared with her how much I enjoyed it, she left them to me. And I just have the copper hanging from the little 3M hook. It added a little bit of charm to this cabinet. I'm really happy, like I said, with the way it turned out. And that's my toll painting. You know, I found this tray at an antique gallery and did not know what to do with it. I had it hanging in several places in my home and I didn't like totally the way it looked. So I'm just so glad it found a home in here because it looks right at home and it looks perfect in here. If you look at the entire cabinet.
Tell me what you wanna do. I'll do anything. As long as I can be here.
For those plates over here, I really like this way, the way it turned out. It's not as busy as it was. I had those plates that are on the top on the side walls also during Christmas time because I had other items up on top that I was displaying. But it seemed a little cluttered. So I really do like this. Oh, there are okay, so the blooming lamp. I had done one during Christmas time in a galvanized tub and changed it out because I really liked the way it looked. I'm going to link below who I got this idea from. Her name is, I think it's Jody with Traditions by the Seasons. And I love watching her channel and how she decorates. I think we both have the same type of decorating style. Well, she has a different style. Mine's more collected, I think. But I love the way that she creates her vignettes, and she will always give me some inspiration. But anyway, I just took a basket that I found at Goodwill, added the lamp into it, and then put the greenery around it. So it kind of made it a little bit more springy, more everyday for around here. These are those shutters that I bought at Habitat for Humanity. They were, I want to say they were $5. It was either $15 or $5 for the two of them, and I just painted them green. I have a video on it. I will put it in the description box if you want to check it out. But I distressed it, added different layers of different colors of green, and put a glaze on it. It adds some charm, I think, to this window. Oh, my angel. My angel, I found it at the Antique Gallery in Spring many years ago. I want to say it's been over 10 years, and she comes out, she's always out, actually. I used to have her on my mantle when my kids were teenagers. I'd come home from work or come home from anywhere, and if she was facing backwards, I knew that the kids did something that they weren't supposed to be doing. They said that she gave them the creeps. So they turned her around so that she wasn't looking at them. Anyway, they're about 30 now, so that was a long time ago. My kitchen counter. So I've moved things around. I really do like this, how this turned out. Here's my same little vignette that I made. It has a tray with one of the little roosters I've collected. The cheese board I had found at Kroger a couple of years ago. There was a whole set of dishes that I had walked past. I don't know if your Kroger is the same, but they will sell dinnerware in there, and I'm always checking it out because the first time when I saw this, I thought, oh, that is really pretty. And the dinnerware that I used to have in my cabinets was Pottery Barn, and the dishes are so huge that I could never shut my cabinets. Well, I found a whole set. Let's see. They're all in here. Of dinnerware, and I loved them because they were white, but they have this blue, like antiqued or yeah, I guess antiqued or just distressed trim on it, and I had to have it, and now my cabinet's closed, so I've got bowls and pasta dishes and stuff that all kind of go along with the same set. But when they came out with that, I took it, and the canisters you'll see in a second. This blue picture I found at Home Goods several years ago. I think it still has the tag on it. But it was about $4. But I love the colors, of course, and it fit in nicely in here. I saw on a different YouTube channel this young girl, she had on her countertop, it's simply Lake and Lace, and her home is really collected. I love how she used older items with newer items just in her regular everyday decor. So she had a basket or a tray that would keep her paper plates on the countertop, and it looked so charming, and I thought I'd do the same. So the paper plates are just Dixie brand, but hers were really cute, and since we grab them every day, I wanted to keep them up here. Here's that noodle board that I ended up making. I think I posted that video last week, but I love how it looks. It's super cute. As I mentioned in an earlier video, I saw this idea on Pinterest several years ago, and they had just a tray where they put their crock in that held their utensils. I change out my napkin, or it's a napkin, yeah, my napkin every season for whatever's going on, whether it's Christmas, I'll have a tartan one in there. I might change out the crock depending on what the holiday is. And then my little salt pig, used to hold salt in it, but it started chipping, and I just don't want it to get damaged because I love that thing. And so I just stuck a plant in it and then put another little jar to hold the salt. I have, I don't know if you do the same, but I buy those big old tubs with olive oil. So I'll just use a funnel and put it in this little jar. I think I found the jar at IKEA, and keep olive oil on the countertop. I used to keep my mixer up here, but we don't really use it all the time, and it took up so much counter space. Now I put those canisters that I found that match my dinnerware up here, and it holds my coffee and my Nespresso pods and Splenda packets. And since I'm following keto right now, we make deviled eggs a lot, so I just keep my little vintage deviled egg plate up here. Let's see. I do believe this plate rack was also on that wall, so it was a little bit cluttered, but yeah, I put that up here to add a little bit more of my blue. I love it. I don't have anything up on top. I think it might be just a little bit too much if I did. So I'm just going to leave those blank for right now until if I get inspired to put something up there, maybe I will. But I may paint the store and try and do some kind of like antique thing, and then I'll hang the basket perhaps above it. But I like the way that looks. It looks very cute, so I'm going to keep it there for now. Above my cabinets, I've changed things out. That is that tray that I found at the Habitat for Humanity. It was $4, and I love it. It's got the right colors for my kitchen, and it's simple and cute and collected. The barn lantern is something my mother picked up for me for Christmas last year. It was, I think it was Valerie on QVC. And then the crock I found on an estate sale auction website, I believe. And the barn quilt art I made myself. I'm going to do a tutorial soon on it. Well, maybe not on this one. I'm going to do a more intricate one and then point you in the right direction on where you can get your supplies. But I love these things. I probably have too many of them in my home, but they're cute. I just displayed it in front of a basket here and put a little bit of greenery.
Hold my hand.
There's one of the roosters I've collected. And I added a topiary, and that rooster board picture I found at Target, oh gosh, probably 20 years ago. But I love the colors, and it's just in front of a little tray that I found at Home Goods last year. And the tobacco basket behind it. I bought this, and I think you can put things in it and it just hangs, but I could never find a place to put it, so I just decided to stick it up here, and I think it looks good.
Promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love.
I didn't really have that much on my countertop. This is something I found in an online auction just recently. I got this and this one and a little vase. If you know who the potter is on this or where it's from, I would love to know. I liked it because it had a V on it, and I thought it was adorable. And I have also this one came with it. It was a set of 3, and I ended up winning that bid for $15, and I love it. So pretty. Oops. And then there is the artwork that I just recently posted the tutorial on in my laundry area. Oh, my entry. I apologize about the light. I wish there was more light in this area, but yeah. And then there's that shiplap wall that I have a video on. It was so easy adding this charm to this house. You know, it just takes time, but it's so cute. I love how all of this is all coming together. And it looks great. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this kind of video, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.
Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, oh, 'cause I want you. No one else makes me feel this way, don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand, look me in the eyes. You and me, yeah, that's all I need, and I'll be alright.